Hey friends, Kevin here. And for those of you new to van life, or those of you doing a van build in your minivan or camper van and maybe looking to do a little bit of an upgrade, we're going to go over the different types of toilets, bathrooms built into your van that you can have. From simple, very simple and inexpensive solutions to more extreme solutions. We're going to go over the basic ones that everyone uses. So let's get to it. Number one, which works fine for most people, is going to be a standard old bucket. A 5-gallon bucket, like a paint bucket. You can pick these up at a Lowe's or a Home Depot. You can make them a little bit nicer. You need something to sit on, and some people, that's all they need. They line this with a large garbage bags. They pop the lid off and maybe use something like a foam pool noodle just to have something a little bit softer to sit on. And it's that simple. Take the bags, tie it up, dispose of it. You're good to go. If you want something in there a little bit, some people do very well just having a little bit of like kitty litter that they put down in the bottom of it. It's a very simple solution. Quite honestly, it works. It's not really what I want to do. I want to take a step up from that, but when you got to go, you got to go. And this is the important thing. Remember, if you watch my other videos, you know I talk about this and I've said this several times. You need some sort of bathroom in your van. With everything that's going on for the last year now, you can't always count on being able to stop at restaurants or different places you would find along the road, because a lot of those have been closed. If you're traveling during the winter, bad weather, a lot of places are going to be closed. You're going to run into places, you may even be in a campground and you've paid to have a campsite and something's going on, there's a water leak, or it's winter time and they have shut the bathhouse facilities down. You also may find yourself in a situation where you need a bathroom and the weather is not working for you. You're in the middle of a driving rainstorm. And if you're half the length of the football field away from the bathhouse, you really don't want to be running through the rain and snow and lightning or whatever else is going on in order to get there. So there's all types of these situations. So something that isn't pleasant to talk about, but it's going to happen if you travel enough, just like being at home enough. Eventually something is going to happen where you are going to get sick at some random time. You are going to find yourself sick at night. So you put all these situations together. This is why, even though you may very seldom use your indoor, in your van bathroom, that you need to have one. So let's get on to the next ones. Moving up from the bucket, which I don't care for, is a collapsible toilet. It kind of works the same way, but it takes up a whole lot less space. I know a lot of people that have bought these. I'm going to link this stuff down in the description below so you can check and see what the current price is over on Amazon. But a lot of people have done well with this collapsible or folding toilet. So when it folds up, it's not, this big, this thick. And if it's something for occasional use, that advantage again is it doesn't take up much space. You pull it out, you put it together in 15 seconds and it's ready to go when you need it. Again, the same way you're going to line it with just a garbage bag. And this is another thing. People get into, what kind of bag do I need? Do I need one of these specialized bags? And companies sell these bags that cost $3 and $4 a piece. You just need cheapo trash bags. And for safety, use two. Put one inside the other. And these cheapo bags that probably cost 10 cents a piece are going to be just fine. Now we get into the better solutions for those of you that want to go a little more, how shall we say, upscale. And this is going to be one of these, which are basically flush toilets. I've done a whole video on this before, exactly how they work, but short version, if you've never used one of these camping toilets, they don't weigh that much, maybe 12, 15 pounds. They're very solid. They have a water tank on top, so when you go to use it, you press on a little button, It puts some water into the bowl, you do your business, you pull a handle, and everything goes from the bowl then down into a storage container underneath. Every once in a while, it may be after 20 or 30 uses, you undo the little clamps, you pick up your container, you carry it to a bathroom facility. It will have a really large outlet lid that you will unscrew. You will pour everything into a toilet, flush it away. Now, the thing I want to warn you about is you don't want to use cheap versions of this, because there are a lot of people that have these things and have had problems with them leaking. I have had one of these for about 4 years. I have never had not a single drop of anything leak out of it. Unfortunately, the one that I purchased isn't available anymore, isn't made anymore. So the one that I'm going to recommend is this one, which is the most highly rated one. It is going to cost a little more, but you kind of want that peace of mind when you're dealing with, going to the bathroom type stuff. So the company that makes this is the same company that makes all the ones that go into recreational vehicles. When you see the $200,000 RVs, it is basically this setup, except instead of this little portable tank, it drops everything into a large holding tank underneath. But this company knows what they're doing, so the rubber gaskets and seals are going to be high quality, and again, you're not going to have leaks. Now, I've seen some people in some extensive van builds that have gone all the way into these incinerating toilets that will cost over $1,000. They get into these natural toilets that do all this stuff and have the little fan. Again, they're around $1,000. I think that is just massive overkill. If you've got the money and want to do it, more power to you. But you're introducing a lot of potential extra problems with something that extreme that you just don't need. Because now you're dealing with having to do an electrical hookup to run the little 12-volt fan that has to run all the time so you don't have odors and things coming out. You have the potential to be on the road on a trip. Now, a part of this $1,000 toilet is going to fail. It's not going to be working. You're going to have odors and repairs to deal with. It's not like you're going to be able to run out and grab a part for this anywhere, so you're going to have to special order the thing, take it apart, fix it. To me, that's just way, way, way too much trouble. The incinerating toilet's the same way. By the time you make electrical hookups and propane hookups and all of this stuff to incinerate this stuff, way too much money. And the fact also that something can break, something can go wrong. And now you're not going to just throw away something that costs $1,000 or more. You're going to have to fix it, which means ordering the parts, waiting for the parts to come in, being stranded wherever you are for a few days, waiting for the parts to come in, and then trying to do the repair stuff yourself. So my advice is stay away from those $1,000 and more options. The nicest thing to use is one of those camping toilets, a step down to get you started. It's one of the folding toilets. And option number 3, if you just don't want to spend hardly any money at all, at least make sure you have a bucket. But down in the comments, let me know what's worked for you. What have you tried that worked well, that you liked, that you didn't like, that was comfortable, that wasn't an issue for you? Because this is what we're looking for in van life and when we're doing van builds. You just want simple solutions, things that are going to work, that's going to solve your problem at the time, that aren't going to be breaking, that you aren't going to have to be working on constantly in order to keep them going. So simple, dependable, that's what you want. And we'll talk soon.